Hello, everybody, and welcome to Geoguessr with the Strange Lands crew. We have Els right there.
Hello.
Rejoice!
And I am Fixer, and we have another challenge for you. Last week's challenge, the champion. All right. Let's start with fourth place here, Mr. Bearded Bread, who's our common champion, the guy who usually wins, had 22,771. Jumper Jack actually beat him this time with 23,376. And he was quite proud of that, as he said on the subreddit. However, unfortunately for him, he got beat by Polska with 24,858, who's been one of the recent guys who jumped in who does really well.
Polska!
And back from the dead, nghtey has returned with 24,934.
I think he escaped from Bearded Bread's basement. The basement
Probably.
of Bearded Bread.
What does kneel may never kneel.
And he beat him by 2,600 points or so.
Dang.
So nghtey has been our weekly champion. He reclaimed his throne in his first week back, and now everybody's going to have to fight to defeat him from now on. Anyways, this is a new week. Time to crown a new weekly champion. Let's see if you guys can dethrone nghtey. Good luck with that. Seed will be in the description as usual. If you guys do play along, please share your scores or comments or whatever in the comments below, or perhaps even in the Geoguessr subreddit. Is everybody ready?
I am ready.
Fantastic. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so we're out here, we're away. I hope I'm recording. I'm not sure if I'm recording, I don't know. We're doing the recording session an hour early today, at my request, because I have things to go, people to see, maybe Maroka's to record with, although we started a bit late today, but that's okay. Because of the fact that we're starting an hour early, you'd think that I wouldn't be able to complain about that, because, I'm the one that requested that, but, what's the point in being a me if you can't be a complaint? Okay, so Will and Mary, we need to go back now. We need to go back to the future. Okay, so Madrid, Cordoba. Here's our Madrid and Cordoba down here. The A4, E5, and so there's Saint Martin something, De La Vega, Chincon. Why is everything so? I don't know where I am. Okay, so we're looking at... What road are we on currently? I have absolutely no idea. Who is... I don't know how to read these lines. I'm sorry. I don't have much hope on here. Okay, so here's a place called Quiemposes. I think. Yeah, Quiemposes. Where are you, Quiemposes? I want to find the Quiemposes. It's probably along this road, maybe. It's maybe along this road. Santa Cruz de Nudela, that sounds vaguely familiar. Okay, we tried.
Whoa! I'm not sure what somebody did here. If you go down the road a little bit, or far enough, you do run into a roundabout where the sign says Madrid, and that is very strange that the drop is right there. Because it said we were going north, and the roundabout was pointing the back way, which means Madrid should be to the south. So I don't know what the hell's going on here. I guessed on the north side of Madrid, 4862. How'd you do, Al? Al, push to talk.
It's not push to talk. It's I forgot to press tab. But anyway, I didn't see any signs that said Spain or anything like that at all. So yeah, it didn't do jack squat for me. I'm the one who guessed the weird guess off in the middle of South Africa. I didn't get anything, so I got 23 points. That was
nice.
And I don't like this advertisement on the right side that says GoPro now.
Yep, that's a new thing.
That's irritating.
It's
Did you talk us?
I'm just like leaving the ads there, and it's like I know that y'all are just gonna like hate me for. It's just it's an interesting cultural. Yeah. But I don't know how to read road signs. I don't know how to read that road sign. I just got 4303 points because I guessed along a road. I don't know.
All right, next round. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
I just don't look at the ads, and they don't like they're rather. Everyone be cray, yo. North Coast. So that's an American phone number, so we're somewhere in America, but America's North Coast. And you know, America doesn't have a North Coast. And this is this Canada? Does Canada have the same phone number as America? I don't know. Let's look along the North Coast of Canada. That's probably a very bad idea. But I mean, there's hello plane. Oh. There's construction. There's a plane every half hour that like flies over. There's construction workers everywhere. Sheboygan. Sheboygan. That name sounds very familiar for some reason. 101. Let's just like look for Road 101. Do we see Road 101? Everyone, if you are Road 101. This is not going well. Well, I'm just not. I don't know, man. This is. I'm sure someone else will have a very good idea for where this is, but I don't. I'm just gonna guess in Michigan because. Okay, North Coast.
So there are a lot of 101s on the north side of town here. So, yeah, we're on the 101. And I saw Crescent City and a few others, and the road's going east-west. Well, there is a 101 over in New Hampshire that goes east-west. So I checked the West Coast, and there's a 101 in Washington, but it's going north-south. So I'm like, all right, I'll stick with New Hampshire then, and that's where I guessed. And apparently we've got a 101 over here in California. And this one is going... Oh, we're not actually on the 101.
It's because those are state roads. They're not. I don't think that's an interstate 101, is it? Oh, yeah, it is. Huh.
So I got a measly 275 points. How'd you do, Al?
I got 3,006. That at least gets me a little closer to being back in the game. I guessed in the Northwest because the vegetation mostly. I wasn't paying too close attention to the road numbers because I knew I probably wouldn't be able to find it unless I found like a state area, in which case I could just hop back and look at them. And so I guess kind of between Washington, Idaho, and Oregon, in that little area right there, got pretty close. So I'm pretty happy with that one.
And if you go north, that 101, that same road goes all the way up into Washington.
Yep.
So that's the same road I was looking at. I just wasn't looking in California. How'd you do, Talkus?
So I just like looked at the sign for the North Coast, and I was like, where in America has coast to the north? And I was like, well, Michigan has a lot of coast to its north. So let's guess in Michigan. And I got 571 points.
I have a chance to catch up.
Yeah, we both failed on that one. All right, round 3. You guys ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. And we're... Why? Fixer's so good at the road signs. But yeah, it's... The sound environment of this house is not very good. There's construction workers. There's also a street sweeper. Legitimately, on Friday, street sweepers come past this house like 4 times. You have no idea. I'm just trying to record 4th Age Total War, as one does. And just like I was just doing like post commentary, so I didn't want to like cut stuff out. It was just like Street Sweeper just slowly just trundles past for the fourth time that day. I don't know. The thing is that there hasn't been a Street Sweeper come past here in a decade, you know, and then suddenly the past months is just Street Sweeper after Street Sweeper, and I mean, it's like there's just cars. There's so many cars. It's just makes you sad. Okay, now where do I think this could be? It's a bit green. You know, it isn't really strictly speaking farmland. Oh, Texas. Okay, we've been strangely fortunate. Inside the Palantir, we saw a glimpse of the enemy's plan. Now, you see, it's very green over here. I don't know what Texas geography is like, but I figure that probably northeastern Texas is sort of the place where there is greenery and cornfields, and not long here, where it's just like all gray desert. So we'll say that, shall we? The day may come wherein Tulkas is awake for a recording session. But it's not this day. The problem is that I'm just like always asleep. Even when I'm awake, I'm asleep. You know, just you sleep for 10 hours, you wake up, and you're just exhausted. It's grumpy.
And of course, I clicked on the thing again. Hold on. I hate that.
Safe driving bonus tracks only from Allstate.
I find it hard to believe that was in Texas. That was so flat.
Right. That was flat, but this southeastern Texas is pretty flat because it's, you know, right off the coast.
Yeah.
But I've actually been down this road. Well, you know what? I haven't been down this side road. 59 here, where it's going by El Campo and Louise. I've been down there. All the way down to Victoria. I've been to
I actually
Victoria.
know someone who's moving to El Campo later this year. So,
there you go.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there was nothing in the map that would suggest anything other than Tornado Alley. You know, it's blurry. You can't really read any signs. Anyways, I guessed in Iowa and got 2,003 points. I don't know how I got that many points. What'd you do, Al?
I guess in the middle of Kansas, because that looked like the middle of Kansas to me, because every time I've driven through, it is that flat. But I got 2415, and apparently Tulkas is the one who got the interesting guess going on there.
That's interesting. You just thought
I'm curious what led him to Northeast Texas.
Well, I was going down the road, and I saw a sign that was Texas on the side of the road, so I was like, okay, that's probably Texas. And then I was like, well, this is really green, and I've always imagined Texas as being like the super barren wasteland of the far south where people go to die.
East Texas is green, West Texas is what you imagine it as.
Well, yes, and that's why I guessed East Texas, isn't it? I just figured, well, if South Texas is like all near Mexico and dry, and West Texas is all near Mexico and dry, the only place in Texas that could possibly be, you know, habitable by human life is the Northeast, so I guessed in the Northeast and got 3641.
Well, there you go. Next round, you guys ready?
I've driven by where you guessed Tulkas, by the way.
I'm sure.
Yes, I'm ready for the next round.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
Ooh. It's actually really annoying though, because I feel like my content sort of in a certain way like requires more energy than other people. Like Cat Matt Gaines, for example. You know, he just talks and he's chill and all like laid back and stuff. But I mean, Bouncy Tulkas, capering about. It's sort of like it's just like I just never seem to go to bed at a decent time, and then get up at a decent time, and then have energy to record. And it's like it's sad, you know? It's like I've been home for a month with not really much to do, although I'm doing things in the future. And Saint Anthony something. That's a flag. That's an American flag. Ooh, that's it. Yeah, I've just been home, and you just it's just I've been able to record a few 4th Age Total Wars, and then Geoguessr, and even also FYI, this is something I should probably say, that I'm not going to be able to make it to like Tabletop Simulator recording sessions. So if you want to see Tabletop Simulator, go follow Fixer Matt, I guess. Downtown Smoke Shop. Okay, so there's Indian, Native Americans rather, which means that this is probably somewhere like in Indian country. So Oklahoma, maybe. It could be Washington. I know there's a lot of Native Americans up there, but this looks like Washington. I guess this does look like Washington, so we'll just go pop it up there. I mean, there's a lot of Native Americans, but none in Indiana. Okay.
Well, definitely Midwest feel out of that, especially having the multiple seasons. Plates are on the front, so that ruled out Michigan for me. And my initial guess was in Pennsylvania, but it was a little too flat for me for Pennsylvania. So I, in honor of Tulkas, guessed in Indiana and got 3179. How'd you do, Al?
I guessed over in like southern Idaho. I was like kind of moving away from like the extreme northwest, but I couldn't really get too much because the lens was blurry. That was a little irritating. But yeah, I got 1250, so I'm a little bit behind you guys.
How'd you do, Tulkas?
I saw a picture of like an Indian in the headdress, like smoke shop and stuff. And like, so we're in a place near an Indian tribe. So like, where are there Indian tribes? And like, obviously there's some in like Oklahoma and Arizona and stuff. But this obviously wasn't Oklahoma or Arizona. So like,
dude, half of the cities in Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Michigan are named after Indian tribes or chiefs.
It's worth noting that there are parts of Oklahoma that do look that way, by the way.
Oh, okay, well.
So you were on the right track with that.
I haven't been. I've never been west of St. Louis, so I don't know. But basically, but I mean, the thing is that
what do you mean west of St. Louis? You don't mean west of Indianapolis?
No, I mean west of St. Louis. I mean, I've been west of Indianapolis. You just leave. But what I mean, like Indianapolis, like Indiana is named, the land of the Indians, but there aren't any Indians left for the most part. But I mean, so this is a place where there are Indians, a large Native American presence, anyway. So I just figured, it felt like a sort of a lush area where there would be lots of Native Americans. So I just guessed in Washington, based on that fact, and I was evidently incorrect. So yeah. Oh, we're
okay.
1-0-2-0.
All right, next round. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
3, 2, 1, go.
That wasn't a terrible guess. I mean, I had reasoning. Bet y'all don't have reasoning for your guesses. I'll just click on the map, and you're just like, I like to click. I like to click, 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 click. I like to click. In Nova Scotia, I like to click, 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 click. I'm also a big fan of Russia, metals. Halifax, okay. Where's Halifax? Halifax. I know you're there. You can't hide from me. Wait. If I was Halifax, where would I be? Dartmouth? Isn't there like a college there or something? I don't know. I never knew that there's a... Okay, cool. NS. Is there anywhere else that could be called NS? Is there anywhere in like... It's American kind of... Is there new... Is there... It's like there a state? I'm being really dumb right here. I know. I'm sorry, man. NS. Halifax. Where is Halifax? Go on, Tolkien. Find the Halifax. There has to be... I don't know. I'm going to lose this game because I can't find a... How about St. John or Sackville or Mount Pearl? I don't know what to do. There's NS and something, Halifax. I've heard the name Halifax. I just can't remember. It wasn't in North... Okay. Oh. Crisis averted.
Hold on, I clicked on the stupid thing.
You clicked on the advertisement again or something?
No, if you click on the flag, it takes you into actual Google Maps.
Oh, I did not know that. I'm glad I haven't clicked on it.
Yeah, so don't click on it. All right. Anyways, I found a sign that said Oxford and Mount Pleasant. Now, I have actually been to both Oxford and Mount Pleasant in Michigan. And although Highway 6 did not ring a bell to me, I guessed anyways near Oxford, Michigan, and got 1744. I didn't see anything telling me it was Canadian. How'd you do, Al?
I saw a sign that said something about Shinnimakas. And then I moved up to the Oxford sign that you were talking about. I'm curious where Shinnimakas is. I still can't find it. But it had Nova Scotia on it. So I immediately went to Nova Scotia and dropped a point down in there, and I'm being stalked by a Talkus. But anyway, I guessed a little bit south of it and got 45.97.
Well, there was a person that said that they too didn't think that Texas was that green, so I'm like, Texas not green, buddy. Heart. But so the truck said Halifax in it, so I'm like, okay, Nova Scotia with Halifax. And I'm like, where's Halifax? And I don't know where Halifax is. Like, I've heard the name Halifax, so it should be somewhere, but I don't know where that somewhere is. But I just got 4795 points, so go me.
I see Oxford now. It's just south of it, but it's a little bit weird of a route to go to it.
Right. I don't see Mount Pleasant. I do see Amherst.
Yeah, and Fort Lawrence.
Yeah, I did not see the Nova Scotia on the sign, so I either looked at a different sign or I'm blind.
The Nova Scotia one was on a slightly blurry sign right before the one that said Oxford and stuff like that. It had Nova Scotia on that one. It didn't have it on the big sign. So.
Well, I missed it. I failed. Let's see what the summary is.
And there's a place called Sackville.
Nice. We have 4 of them in America, and I still performed badly. 12,063. How'd you do, Al?
I got last place at 11,291.
Talkus?
14330. Yay, Texas Green, buddy.
I'm just happy that I got over 10,000. That's usually my goal. I don't go for winning. I go for 10,000. Because it makes me feel like I suck less.
All right, I'm really interested to see how people get the Texas one, really. It'll be interesting. But anyways, with Nighty here, I'm sure he'll get close to a perfect score anyway.
Yeah. He's like geography whiz.
Yep, if you guys played along, share your scores and all that jazz, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching.
Bye.